Good morning, everybody. It is the 8th of January 2021 in the next year of Cornholio TGIF. I hope that you are having a wonderful day. Well, still kind of basking in the afterglow of yesterday's win at video poker. A royal flush on a 50-cent machine, and one of the things I did, of course, I had all that goofiness with the bank, and a lot of people, oh, Rosie, you shouldn't have made a cash deposit in the ATM. Well, the reality is that the bank's closed down here, and it's the only way you have to really deal with the bank right now. Plus the fact there's no way I was going to carry a couple $1,000s around, really, down in downtown Vegas. I might have been born in the morning, but not yesterday morning, right? I couldn't wait to get stuff that in. So they've given me a temporary credit on my account while they verify the shenanigans that happened on the ATM machine. Let me tell you, that's a really weird feeling when you put it in and all of a sudden the machine goes down and just shutting down. It's like, really? You just ate my $2,000, mofo, and you're shutting down? Really? Craziness. But I'm also, I do enjoy probability statistics and mathematics, and a lot of people believe that a machine is hot, a machine is cold, when in reality, every time that you push that button or pull that arm on a one-arm bandit, as they call them, a slot machine, everything has an equal chance of hitting there. And a lot of people get carried away with thinking that things are going to be hot or not. And I'm not talking about the payback percentages on machine, because they can vary, even here in Las Vegas. But yesterday I was dealt an ace of spades, a 10 of spades, and a jack of spades on the deal. I was playing double bonus, and I thought, as usual, I'm going to try to draw to the royal. So I hold those three cards, bam, and here comes the king and the queen of spades, and I filled a royal right there, and I couldn't believe it. Took my calculator and figured it out. There was about a 1 in 1,081 shot to do that. Would I be able to do that again? Well, just to tell you guys, that's the fourth royal I've had. I've had one nickel royal before on a nickel machine. I've had 2/4 royal flushes, and this is a 50-cent royal flush. So they do happen. I think it's something like 1 every 53,000 hands that you play. Statistically, you're going to get a royal. But I was also curious about people that have won big jackpots here in Vegas, and I wondered, what's the biggest jackpot that was ever won? And you have to go back to March of 2003 at the Excalibur. That's the place down on the Strip. It's built like a fairy tale castle, and there was a software engineer, 25 years old, I believe he was from the LA area, and he was in Las Vegas to enjoy the March Madness and put some bets down on the March Madness NCAA basketball tournament. Well, at that time they had paid out, I think Mega Bucks was a relatively new, I think it came out in '83. And by 2003, it paid out something like almost $500 million in winnings. It's probably double that this many years later or more. He was talking to his uncle. He was waiting, kind of keeping one eye on the basketball games while he was sitting there, and decided to play the Mega Bucks. His uncle said, hey, as I believe too, that's the only machine in a casino that's really going to change your life, is the Mega Bucks, because you're winning $10 million and up. Well, he put $100 in and started playing it, and boom, 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 it came up, and he couldn't believe it. $39 million. Let me say that again. $39 million. Well, he did a couple smart things when he won that. Number one, he demanded to remain anonymous, which they have to do. Smart. Because his extended family would have gotten awful extended, given that type of win, and everybody would have come out of the woodwork, and been riding that train and everything. So he was pretty smart to keep it hidden. And yeah, he put the money in the bank, so I heard, and had a, is enjoying a good life. His parents were able to retire and pay off the homes and the whole story. But $39 million. Let's talk about something about probabilities. I was kind of hinting at and talking about before. You sit down in the machine, and every hand is likely to come out as every other hand. There's really this concept of a hot machine, and sometimes it can appear that you're on a good roll, or you'll be at a roulette wheel, and all of a sudden you'll see red coming up like 10 times in a row, 11 times, 12, and you'll think, well, it's going to be, it's going to be red forever. Actually, the casino management would probably go up and check and make sure that that wheel was perfectly balanced or something, that there was nothing wrong with. But it happens. You can have 10. Probably the record, you probably have 20 or 30 of the same color come up on the roulette wheel. It's just the way the cookie crumbles down here in Las Vegas. Well, statistically too, I've joined the 2% of the people here that come to Las Vegas that have won anything over $1,000 when they've come down here, and I'm actually in the 2 percentile. In other words, I've won more than 98% of the people that come to Las Vegas over the years. Isn't statistics a wonderful thing, and probabilities? I wish you guys a happy Friday today, and I will see you around.